4 hours worth before going to sleep.
Alright. Thank you.
I swear, you and Dark in training your characters. With him curling
Actually,
his book.
I'm training mine because it's awesome, not training mine to be an axe. And because I lack it.
Him training curling books and you...
I'm training to be awesome.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
So what would you guys like to do in your waking up periods?
Alright then. First off,
You have till noon to get out. Or pay again.
First thing in the morning, thing's going to go to the armorer with her bits of shield.
alright, first thing in the morning, Cassandra is going to be checking on the cellar for a wagon and some horses.
So you ask around to see where wagon and horse cellar would be?
Yes.
Alright.
Let's see.
Yeah, team's going to see about getting her shield repaired.
Question.
And you'd be asking around about a armorer in town that you would be able to
I found one. I already moved myself.
So what exactly is a Philosopher's Gate?
It's a gate that brings people that are members to an area that you are unaware of since you are not from this town.
And I'd also, at the time, like to make a... Well, would it be knowledge local to figure out what sort of trade normally occurs between here and the capital?
Good thinking.
You're trying to do what again?
Find a hopefully cheap but popular good to trade from this town, to buy in this town and sell in the capital. Would that be knowledge local?
That or you try to go out and gather knowledge.
Yo, what you do is you buy up ladders, and then you like take out the rungs, and then sell them as wooden poles. You can make a profit off of that.
I'll go with knowledge local.
Stupidest profit ever.
Seriously, it's like people buy that shit for too damn much, you know?
Alright, so you try to use your knowledge local. One second. No, you're not missing anything. But with your knowledge local, you try to figure out exactly pretty much where the trade route's going towards here to the capital. Or vice versa. Correct?
Yes. But more importantly, what's normally traded? What's normally traded?
Where are you going to ask this or find this out? Are you just digging throughout your own knowledge of it?
For now, just my own knowledge.
Alrighty, let's do a random roll to see exactly where you were born at. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Roll a 1d5, 15. Eight, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lucky bastard. You're born in the in the capital's region,
Ah,
which is Thrain. So as you would go around looking around places, you would notice some of the exports that you would have noticed coming out of your home region. Currently, you're in the Shadow Marches. Though the stuff that's being sold here looks to be quite outdated.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would it be frowned upon for someone... You know what? No. You know what? I'm going to roll. No, it's too... Nah, never mind. It's just lol random stuff, so nah. I ain't about that life.
So when Theme brings her shield to the armor, she's gonna have it in pieces, and she's going to phrase the question as like, how much would it cost to save her?
So heading... Where are you, Theme?
Just southwest of the inn that we were in. Like, can you save her?
Yay for reusing pictures. Just a tick.
I'm trying to find a good sprite for a as a base, or not as a base, as for the head. Wait, Fluto wears hood, right? Like, yeah, she has like her hood up for most. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
So he looks at you, his cigar lit in his mouth, even though it's early morning. His glass eye seemingly starting to put you off, but he gives off a warm smile as he crosses his arms looking up to you as you bring him the pieces of the shield. You're looking to get that fixed.
Theme nods. Yeah. Yes. Or at least a new one made from the shards.
Hard pressed to make that back to whatever it was. Luckily, came to the right person in town. I'll see what I
She
can
smiles
do.
excitedly.
Knight, you wouldn't have that picture of the guy who punched the hell out.
The guy that punched you, or punched the hell out of you?
Yeah.
I can get one. As we're talking.
So am I awake?
The person that didn't get knocked out from a punch, yes.
And am I hungover?
You wake up next to a penis.
A vomit covered penis.
But the question is, am I hungover?
Your mic's
Going
going
a
in
little
and
fatal
out.
on this. Roll for morning wood.
No, but am I hungover?
Roll your resistance. DC 15. What'd you get?
A 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Oh, your head is splitting.
You rolled a D15.
That's what he told me to roll.
No, I said
No, you
roll.
rolled D20. Beat a 15.
Oh. Shit. Let me re-roll that. 21.
But no, you're pretty good.
Give him the average.
Good.
Would have met it.
Okay, so when I wake up, I'm gonna stand up, look down at Riker, I'm gonna wipe my mouth off, get all the vomit off of it, and be like, he never has to know. And then I'm gonna walk to try to find a weaponsmith. I'm just gonna leave him there.
By the way, during this entire period, the streets are absolutely, like, littered with people.
Oh, so everybody saw me laying on his dick.
Yep.
He doesn't even...
Oh my god.
Well, sucks to be you.
Literally.
Ah!
Oh my god. Too
Too many
much.
cooks.
Too many cooks.
Alright, so in town, you guys move at 10 times your movement around. So 10 times your movement, whatever your movement is, times 10, and then multiply that by 5, and that's how many feet you can move in your round.
Argus is tall.
Okay. Where would Lysandra go for horse and wagons, as well as well, I assume to pick up a few items that she knows of, the general store.
Who would she ask?
The person at the desk in the inn. She's looking for wagons and horses.
So you head down to the inn. As you see a different person than what you saw the other day.
Well,
Hello there.
doesn't. Good morning. I had a pleasant sleep here, though. I actually do have a question I want to ask. Where would someone go to find a decent horse and wagon around here?
Decent horse and wagon.
Yes, my colleagues and I plan to do a bit of shopping, and obviously we prefer not to just carry everything in our hands.
She tilts her head as her draconic-like tail flutters behind her back. I would say possibly checking out one of the stables. Maybe they have some spare horses from adventurers that never left town.
What? Oh, wait, I'm not there for that, because...
Thank you very much. She nods her head and says,
Anthony,
What?
Mute your mic.
Okay.
You're making background noise. So what would you like to do with the rest of your movement?
Alright, first things first, Lysandre's heading for the stables.
Do you need directions?
Yes.
Well, there's a
Thank
couple around town. She puts a finger on her chin. I do believe that the nearest one would be that way, she says, pointing northeast.
Alright.
I'm glad I could help.
Cassandra will place 35 gold pieces on the counter. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Anytime.
Let's see. I'm just looking through sprites to use as a base for Fluto.
And with
Well, and
that,
if you guys are wondering, Dover is pretty much just sort of meditating / tuning his lute.
Doing what with his loot?
Tuning it.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Too many loot? Are you gonna leave the inn?
Oh, am I?
No, Lysandra.
Hmm. Not well. Before Lysandra leaves the inn, she'll actually head to the 3-person room, fully expecting to see Fluto. It's a case of she wanted to ask Fluto to keep an eye on the noble daughters for about an hour or so while she was going around town. But
So,
as she goes,
I just got it.
what?
Tuning his loot. Not Loot, Lute.
Oh,
What?
Really?
Yes, he has a loot. He bought a loot.
I knew what he was talking about, but I was still making a sexual innuendo.
I completely forgot he bought a loot. That's why I was so confused with that. I was like, tuning your loot? What?
You know, he's banging them together. You know, making sounds, making sure they sound right.
Tuning his loot.
Too many deaths. Too many deaths.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Alright, so. Where are you moving? Are you checking on the chicks? That's right, correct?
yes, first Lysandra would be checking on Fluto.
The chicks.
Fluto. Then she'd be checking on the
The
2
chicks.
daughters before doing her business in town.
I think they have places at the inn for that.
As you,
I'm feeling especially terrible tonight.
do you rap on the door?
Yes.
After a short moment, she answers, as she greets you with a bow. Good morning, Lady Lysandra. I already did it, Anthony.
Morning, Fudo. I hope you had a good evening.
My evening was well, and my morning is doing just as well. Thank you for asking.
In any case, I was planning on going into town to buy a few things, namely, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I know. I need. Hold on. Can I get a bonus for tell the truth if it's for someone who actually knows a deal about me?
No,
Okay.
that's the flaw.
That's enough to tell the truth, though.
Where's the 1 coming from?
That's her resist.
Ah. Ah. Oh, God. Alright, go ahead.
Alright then. Lysandra comments to Pluto. Honestly, the closer we get to the capital, the more I worry that the gent might figure out 2 of the 3 girls are not dead. So, I think our best bet would be to play the role of merchants. So I'm going to go into town, get a cart, a wagon, a bit of trade, a few trade goods I think might sell, and some disguises for the princesses. We need to make them look plain.
Sounds like a large list. Are you sure we'll be able to accomplish this in one evening? And yes, that means I am accompanying you.
I'm definitely going to try.
While we're out, we might as well look into replacing my staff. There's only so much I can do with my actual prowess.
What? I'm not the only one who heard that, am I?
Well, Fluto has her own room, Fluto has her own room now, right?
Pretty much.
Sort of. To an extent.
Okay.
She's the only one in the room, if that's what you're asking.
Technically, she has a room until 12.
Okay.
With everyone else.
Well, I can hear Dover plucking on his lute, so let's ask him.
Like the first few chords of Stairway to Heaven over and over.
Fluff, fluff.
So let's ask him to watch the daughters while we handle business in town.
Can do.
She nods.
So Lysandra goes over to Dover.
You know, I heard like a portion of what you just been saying, right?
Yes.
Fucking Dover. You know, fucking that's how Dover talks like from now on. Just like that's slightly slurred.
Did you hear a portion of it?
Portion of it, not much.
Are you sure you
Report.
did?
Yeah,
Did you listen for it?
I'm doing a listen. Do I even have that trained? I might not.
You didn't hear it.
I do. In fact, can I roll to listen? Yeah, retroactive listen check.
That I don't mind.
because I got the penalty thing. I hear everything.
You actually would have heard Fluto.
Huh?
You would have heard Fluto.
Yeah.
So,
In any case, Lysandra finds Dover and says, "We're going to head into town for a little while, and Fudo and I felt that you were the best person to keep an eye on the two daughters, Elizabeth and Cynthia."
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Hopefully we'll have everything we need to get back on the road soon.
Gotcha.
And with that, Lysandra will first... Actually, no. Lysandra will head back downstairs and with Ludo, and this time ask the Dragonborn at the counter, would you happen to know of any place one could find a magic staff?
she brings her hands together, making a tent with her fingers, and she looked like she was thinking, like, magic staffs. Why, I do believe there's a fellow over by the Bear and the Wolf. It's an inn, one of our competitors. Around northeast of here, actually, where you were headed. I do believe there was someone that was selling one there.
Lysandra drops another 10 gold. Thank you very much.
Her face lights up as she just bows and says, "You're very welcome."
And now, Lysandra with Fudo will... Okay, let's see. Ian was the bear's tomb? The bear and the wolf?
Yes, she said the Bear and the Wolf.
Okay. She'll start heading northeast, and whichever one is closer, the bear, the wolf, or the stables. That's the first stop.
Alright, I'm giving you temporary control of Pluto. Move her as you will. Within your movements. Alright, who's next?
I'll go. I would like to enter this shop that has the guy that knocked Riker out.
Say that one more time?
I want to enter the shop that is owned by the guy that knocked Riker out.
Oh,
And shake his hand.
wait. Would Riker still be passed out at this point? Or has he
Yes,
left?
would be.
Yes.
Okay,
Through
then.
the crowds, do a spot check.
Or I'm passed out till somebody saves me, or until a day passes.
That's her spot, 22.
Alright, with a minus 10 to crowd, no, you wouldn't see him.
So, Lysandra just keeps walking with Fudo, counting. A lot of people are about today.
As you, or she would definitely feel at home with the crowd. And with you, you enter in with the armor smith.
Alright, I want to look at him and say, I'm sorry again for last night. And do you have any idea where I could get an axe?
Why don't you shove one up your ass?
Sir, I promise I'll get out of your hair and never come back to your shop. I just need to know where I can buy a weapon.
What I need to know is why the fuck are you back in my face?
Alright, well,
With a
That
face
note,
like that,
I'll
who
say-
couldn't come back to it?
I'm gonna apologize to him and say thanks anyway and leave the shop. Because let me get my ass kicked. That's all I have. Go. Fuck it.
All the Magic the Gathering card.
What's his name?
Fuck.
No, I don't think that was the name of anybody. Try again.
He's the
Entertaining as it
artifact
would be.
one. I know that one for sure.
You are incorrect, sir.
The hard-
I probably wouldn't have slapped a dude if I thought he looked like he could take on damn, I can't even say his name right now. Kratos.
Kratos.
I thought you were gonna say Crow, which actually would have been equally correct.
Probably wouldn't have took him on either. Wait, we think it's a crow the same thing. What do you think, though?
Crow is a deity in this game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
After
getting
you
the
leave
fuck
the
out of
shop, he comes out, looks at you, glares, and just spits at your feet.
I'm gonna be like, sir, I am sorry for what happened last night, but I was just trying to protect my friend.
You're gonna get punched, too.
Probably.
Talk shit, get hit.
Get punched and get thrown 30 feet. 60.
Oh my god. Are you fucking
Throw him
serious?
at me.
Just knocked you 60 feet away.
Times 10 movement
Oh no.
speed.
Don't you say that? He's like,
Did I really get knocked out?
huh? No. I was saying,
Thank God.
it's like, and you said, sir, I'm sorry about your friend. He says, well, I'm sorry that you were burned with the fucking imbecile. Walking into a man's shop, striking me without warning.
He suddenly
I like
changed
this guy.
ethnicities.
On the bright
like this
side, I
guy.
don't plan on waking
At least that's what we're all thinking.
I'm gonna look at the shop owner and say, it was his mistake and that's why I'm not gonna wake him up.
Should let the ass rot.
That was the point. I kind of puked on him too.
Say that again?
So I'm gonna tell him I kind of puked on him too, but he doesn't need to know that.
Kind of cocks a smile at that.
Oh, and then I'm gonna apologize and say I wish we could have met on better terms. One where I wasn't drunk and my friend wasn't being an idiot.
He says as he just turns his back and starts to walk back into the store.
I'm gonna say, "Have a nice day, sir," before he gets into the shop.
He raises his arm and just like waves it off and just disappears into the confines of his store.
He dodged him. I just did what Riker couldn't do. Got out of there without dying.
I can barely hear you.
Sorry, better?
Yes.
I got out of there without, or I did what Riker couldn't do. Got out of there without
You just did what your character would have done. Gone in there and survived.
What would you like to do with the rest of your movement?
Drive enough to go over and try to wake up Riker.
Yes.
Alright, and that's what I'm trying to do.
She did that. Oh, then that. Then that. You need to roll stabilize.
Oh, he's gonna fucking kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Your mic is still going in and out.
Yeah, and then that nat one
Yeah, it's
choke.
fine. Hopefully I don't roll that one because I don't have
Someone
stabilized.
tries to stabilize me with a knife.
If you don't have stabilized check, don't make the roll.
Well, you see, I want to see if I can wake him up. That's my problem.
Your chances increase up to like at least 30% to killing him.
He'll be okay.
I'm not
Maybe
gonna be
not.
okay.
I told you not to make the roll.
Can somebody please tell me what happened? Because my computer's not loading.
Roll a 1d4
he
plus
rolled a
1.
-1.
-1.
Roll a 1d4 plus 1.
I rolled lower.
Who are we talking to?
Right?
Alright, roll a 1d4 plus 1.
How you trying to
Oh, no.
stabilize?
I rolled a 4.
That's
Riker,
why you
you're at
need that
negative
stuff
4.
to Dover.
At least you're not bleeding.
Yeah.
But you are knocked the fuck out.
If you kill me, I might get the chance to use my backup character. At the very least.
You're not gonna get that one.
Yeah, I need to make a backup character. I want to do some sort of half orc.
I had this awesome idea for a character that I'll have to run by night if I have to use it.
Me too.
That's stabilize. Jeez.
I didn't mean to almost kill him. Why does this always happen to me? I almost kill everybody I try to see.
Alright, so that's them up there. Who's else that needs to move? Argus, what are you doing? Are you back? Dark?
I think
He said
it's
be right
still
back
going.
dinner. That was only 5 minutes ago.
I need to check on something. Yeah, my character ain't go anywhere for any time.
No, now that you're worse somewhere now than what you originally were, so... Yeah. Dover. What would you like to do, my son?
I think he just walked away.
Huh?
I think he just went to do something. He said his character's just keep doing what he's doing.
Alright, so... Dr. Tran.
Yes, sir.
It's running about 2 hours to noon right now with you still outside and no sign of them.
Well, they didn't really give me a time limit, so I ain't too positive if I should or should not be concerned. For the most part, I'll train for some more and then just relax. Maybe find some sharpening stones to keep my axes in condition. Just foraging mostly.
You're starting to come up on starving rate. I don't believe you had food, do you?
BJ, we've been
No.
over this.
I don't remember.
Don't worry about it.
You have food?
I have enough food.
You have enough food.
I have enough food.
You have enough food!
I have enough food.
Apparently, he has enough food.
I have about 205 rations.
Too many cooks?
Too many cooks.
Too
Too
many
many
cooks.
ingredients.
I don't need ingredients when I got slop.
Too many cooks. Alright, so. Since Dr. Tran is not coming in, back on the top of the order. Miss Theme.
Yeah, I'm still at the armor and don't know. Like we said, I came to the right place, but don't know what that means.
Now we'll continue on to that part. So, I'll be able to fix it for about... No, I couldn't do that. You see him start to rub his beard, as it looks like he was starting to think.
Just to remind you what this badass looks like.
Huh?
Here he is again.
I'm just glad it's not this guy that punched the shit out of me.
The Theme, while he's thinking about like how much, Theme's gonna be like counting out how much gold she has, and she's only got 40. She's gonna be like kind of trying to look for the list.
You could always go try to find my unconscious body. Remember, I am technically your slave for a week.
Good village tip.
As he takes
Waiting
his...
to see what the dwarf comes back with for price. I'm like holding all the gold that I have in my hand, sort of giving a sad puppy face. And she also says I could help reforge it. I do have some skill in craft armor.
Knight,
Oh, yeah, Pluto. Counting your gold, you realize you have 300
not
extra.
Pluto Theme.
Are you serious? Did that again? Sorry, counting my gold, I have what?
300 extra.
Oh, so I have 340 gold. Where did I get that from?
You don't know.
I don't know.
Nope.
Okay. I'm not going to argue. I'll still be giving the sad puppy face, though.
Taking out a cigar,
Your award.
he stops combing his beard as he looks up at you. Alright. I'll do it for 310.
Team
Just
counts how much
because
she
you have
has.
such a cute face.
Aw. The team recounts how much she has and realizes she has more than she thought she did, but she nods several times with a smile, brightens back up and says, yes, 310 would be great.
Care to smoke on it? He hands you the other end of a cigar.
And she looks at him, shakes her hand, and says, sorry, I don't smoke.
Well, that's the only way we can do a deal here, man.
Aww. Okay, so if that's the only way to get her shield forged, Theme will give it a shot. Take a very short breath of it.
Roll
Or
your
she has never
Constitution
smoked
plus
before.
a die 20.
Hang on. Constitution.
You hack up like
Seems
a little
appropriate.
girl. He says, giving off a huge laugh and taking a cigar from you and returning it back to his mouth. Oh, worth every bit of the discount.
Theme kind of gives a sheepish smile in return.
Don't worry. Come back in about a week. I'll have your shield for you.
A week?
Well, better find a replacement and fast.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if that's as long as it's gonna take.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll have it back good as new.
Okay. Just take good care of her.
What was your name again?
My name is Theme.
Voices, man.
I'm
name's
Gurush. Gurush Hard Rock.
Pleasure to meet you.
He says, taking your hand, shaking it. And we got ourselves a deal.
Yes, we
And
did.
then, after shaking it, he holds his hand open.
And I gave him the gold
Yay.
and the shield pieces.
Double yay. And he hobbles back behind a open hall that looks to be where he would work on his metallurgy. And now you're left in the room with assortment of different armor pieces on the walls and different shields and whatnot lacing the room. And a table that looks to be where business is normally concluded at.
310 gold down, I don't even have enough to buy a replacement. Didn't think it would take a week to make. So, hang on, where's Riker?
You don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Honestly, at this point, you pretty much assume everyone was still at the inn or...
Elsewhere.
So your best bet would go back and ask questions.
Yeah. Think we'll probably head back to the end.
Hey, did anybody see a retard with blue hair and a green robe walk out of here?
I saw a retard about that way.
Alright, so going back in the end, the inmate watches you come in as she bounds and it says, "Good morning."
Are her features obvious?
She has a draconic looking tail.
So Theme's initially bright-eyed when she sees her, but then upon further inspection, like sort of narrows her gaze and just like sneers a little bit and keeps walking. Is anybody else in the area that I know in the inn right now that is conscious?
Argus back?
Is Argus there? Is Dover there?
Dover is, in fact, there.
Oh, look, he's back.
Is he conscious?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Theme would ask him where Riker went.
Too many cooks?
I got nothing.
Too many cooks.
I've just been sitting here, tuning my loot. Just the same old, same old.
What are you doing?
Singling you out.
Okay, so Theme would then go outside and wait for him to come back, I guess.
The town has a bunch of colorful faces as you go outside and actually have time just to look around. Primarily human, though there's a mixture of other civilized races here.
Alright, so after my failed attempt at waking up Riker and almost killing him, Het's gonna start heading back to the inn to get some help.
That's gonna head back to the inn to get someone.
Yeah. Help is necessary.
Remember, you have 10 times your movement in this zone. What's your movement?
Move, man.
You should be able to move like 200 feet.
200 feet.
200 feet. Come on, Ed. What's your movement?
I'm not sure.
Just look at your character sheet.
It's like
Looking at
4, man.
Like 4? Like
4 times 10 is...
like 3. So 30.
30 times 5.
30 times 5. 150.
You have 150 feet worth of movement.
I can make it about halfway.
And you can double that for running.
Well, I'm probably running because he needs help.
Yeah, you fucking tried to kill me. I'm sure you need help.
I did not try to kill him.
Totally almost killed him.
When Team sees Het, she's going to ask him if he's seen Riker.
And at this point, Het's a little out of breath from sprinting all the way over here.
And I've got 150
He's
more
just
feet
like-
of movement speed.
He's gonna be like, "Het's up, or Riker's up there. He's passed out. He got knocked out last night by some big ass dude in a shop that he pissed off. He's back by the wet dragon, which is
Oh, my
weird.
move is 4, so does that mean I can move 400?
4 times 10 is 40. 40 times 5.
4 so 200.
So you have
And if
200
you're sprinting-
feet. If you're sprinting, you can move 2 times that.
Okay, well, then I can only move to there.
2 times.
Because the remaining 50 of my last turn. Because it was a 100, about 150 from the armor to the end. And I get 50 more feet. So yeah, Theme's going to start moving towards, or I guess running towards where Riker was. Not really sprinting, but running that way.
Riker's paying for his actions so hard.
So hard.
Oh, I meant for Theme to
regret
ask how much a replacement shield would be. In the meantime, like how much to borrow a shield, I guess.
Alright, so Fluto and... Cassandra.
Cassandra's movement is 7 normally.
So 70 times 5.
Crap.
350, so no, they wouldn't have reached the stables. They'd still be on their way since they aren't running.
Right. And Pluto has a movement of 10, so she can keep up with you. No, 10 times 10, so 100, so 500. So you get to the stables and see just for creativity or imagery's sake, a plethora of different riding horses and animals, from steeds to mules to bulls to even in the corner
They will forgive you.
large
And yet I
scorpion.
wonder, am I right to ask this of you?
Give you a donkey.
Did you say in the corner a large squirrel?
A large scorpion.
Oh, scorpion.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
It's slightly less scary.
Also, what was it? Yeah. Who was it? Yeah, Dover's staying behind through this, so yeah.
Alright. Sandra will look for whoever's in charge of these stables.
As you're looking around, you're able to hear the sound of a brush hitting like a horse's skin, but you don't happen to see anyone while you're looking over the horses.
Alright, she'll call out. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah? You need help?
Yes, we were looking to... We were going to see horses available for purchase.
Oh, wait, hold on. You hear the small voice coming from in between the almost herd of animals.
Finally.
As a small-looking man comes out, standing no more than like 3 feet tall, as he takes up a crate and puts it
Is it a gnome?
right in front of you guys so he could stand up to give him about 2 more feet. Oh, welcome. Now, what did you say you're needing? He says as he wipes his hands on his apron looking at you two.
Didn't say. Just call me Liz. And, well, she'll let Fudo introduce herself.
For some reason, she's staying quiet when she saw the man.
Pluto
As you
racist.
looked over to her, and it looked like she was biting her lip. Like she wanted to say something as her eye was twitching.
This just seems like a fun situation.
In any case, a friend and I are actually looking for horses, for horses for sale, since we need them strong enough to pull a cart.
You sure you don't want a mule?
Get the mule. It's totally worth that.
We have a mule outside the town.
Yo, you should
That's
steal a
awesome.
mule.
Still a baby.
The hell, man.
Man, only natural people who can't mate.
She asks, you think your mules could handle eight people? Sorry, 10 people and their various and a small amount of supplies.
Oh, a mule could definitely handle that a lot better than a horse could.
Go for it.
They might be small, but they pack a wallop.
Do it.
Okay, this time,
They will forgive you. And yet I wonder, am I right to ask this of you?
As you're doing this and just kind of sort of looking